y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you like to hear someone talk about cats, rats, dogs, or reptiles, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons down below because it's kind of what I'm here for. Today's video, I'm going to talk about this stand back here that my White's Tree Frog enclosure is on. The White's Tree Frog enclosure, you guys saw the upgrade. I'll put a little card up here somewhere, and if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch it. I'll also leave it in the description down below so that you guys can watch it maybe after watching this video. So it's a beautiful White's Tree Frog enclosure, but it's kind of a weird size to find a stand for. It is a 36 by 18 by 36, so 3 feet, a foot and a half, and then deep, and then 3 feet wide. We also have limited space because we did want to move it away from being in front of the window over next to the iguana enclosure, just to kind of make this room a little bit more functional, give a little bit more space, possibly give us more space for another enclosure, which will be happening soon. And yeah, so it was difficult for us to find a stand. We wanted to get rid of the metal racks that the animals were on before. And the main reason for that is just because the reptile room is now technically a study in our home, and it is an open room, so there's no door to close it off. We kind of want things to flow a little bit more aesthetically pleasing in this room. So we just didn't want the metal racks in here anymore. Like, it's that simple. I didn't like the way they looked. So what we ended up doing, because I could not find a stand of any sort that was the exact size, because that was the exact size it needed to be, we actually went to Home Depot and bought a cabinet. So we just got an unfinished cabinet, and my husband cut a piece of plywood we had left over. We stained it, polyurethaned it, and made a top out of that, and it's been so nice and so functional. So let me take you guys over there and I will show it to you guys. And of course, it is at the end of the day, so let me turn this ring light off. Jack's decided to come visit us as well. But of course, it is at the end of the day, so there's going to be some window glare on there. But this is the White's Tree Frog tank. Of course, you can see that it is next to Zelda, our blue iguana's enclosure, which is massive, and it limited the amount of space. However, a bottom cabinet fit perfectly right here, so we just went that route. I painted it, and we ended up getting so much storage. I was able to clean out my hall closet that I was using before, so all of their food stuff is over here, and then extra stuff is over there. We did scrape the top of it whenever we were putting this enclosure on there, because that enclosure is heavy and I am not very strong. So I was able to help my husband lift it onto there, and then I kind of slid it back, which I should not have done because it definitely kind of messed it up a little bit. I bought these little knobs from probably Hobby Lobby, and then inside we've got a ton of storage space that was super nice. So my roaches are no longer, we remodeled our laundry room and the roaches weren't fitting in there anymore, but the roach colony fits perfectly in here. I've got a bunch of other just extra supplies back there, my domes and lights and some hides, a power strip down here, which makes it really convenient. So to turn on and off the lights, we just hit that switch. This is the iguana's humidifier, which we just drilled a hole into it and it fits perfectly in there like that. Can you please move, dog? Thank you. And then up here, I've got my isopods, some like bug feed, get load stuff, my springtails, and then some more just extra supplies type things. So this was super functional. Okay, so the cabinet ended up being perfect. It was very affordable. If you ever look at furniture or cabinets or things like that, they can get really expensive. This was super affordable. We literally paid for the cabinet, like I said, unfinished. We had the supplies on hand already for the rest of it. So it was a matter of just a couple knobs and the unfinished cabinet. It fits perfectly. It was the exact size we were looking for. It gave us the extra storage space, and it really just ended up being perfect and a huge money saver. And like I said, I was able to free up the hall closet. If you guys saw the video where I was like, oh, my pet room's a mess, I hated the way things were laid out because it was a little awkward in here, a little crowded, and then our hall closet was loaded with all the reptile stuff. I had the roach colony in the laundry room. It was just kind of all over the place. But this ended up being perfect, and I'm really, really pleased with it. It's just an idea to throw out there for you guys so you don't go spend over $100 on some sort of stand or cabinet or something. It was so easy to do too. It was literally a coat of paint or two and cut a piece of plywood to fit the top, stain that, nail that all in, and it's definitely sturdy enough and works out great. So hope that helps you guys out a little bit. Also, an update on the White's tree frog enclosure. I really wanted to go with, you are crazy dog, get down. Trying to get up on the windowsill. This dog is nuts. Okay, so with the White's tree frog enclosure, hold please. Okay, anyways, sorry about that. So with the White's tree frog enclosure, whenever I did it, I was really unhappy with the fact that I decided to go with the cocoa fiber dust stuff for the background. However, over time, it did do what I was hoping it would do of spraying it down and stuff. It has gotten a lot more compact. The frogs are able to walk around on it now without having any issues with their little sticky pads on their toes and stuff. And those soap frog dishes that you get off of Amazon for like 10 bucks for two, they're obsessed with. I really wanted to go with a much more natural vibe. I tried a few different other dishes and stuff for them to sit in, and they just kept piling on into the soap dishes, or the frog soap dishes. So I went ahead and ordered some more and added those. Other than that, I haven't had to change anything about the enclosure. They've been super happy with it, and they've absolutely loved it. So it's been a win all the way around. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and leave any comments down below of whatever. Suggestions or ideas or other things that you guys have found that have worked really well and affordably and were aesthetically pleasing, I guess, for stands for other enclosures you guys have.